So now that that repo is cloned, let's go ahead and start Vault server in development mode. Okay, so to do this, here I'm going to close this window out. You can do this in a regular command prompt window. You can do it in PowerShell. You could even do it in Cygwin. The syntax for starting Vault in development mode is Vault server-dev. Go ahead and type this and hit enter. This starts up really fast. So let's scroll to the very top here. As you can see here, this is the command that I executed. And note, it spits out the configuration for Vault server immediately. Now, I told you earlier in one of the lectures that when we start Vault server in development mode, dev mode is special. It bootstraps Vault with a default configuration. If we were starting this not in development mode, in normal mode, we would have to provide a configuration. So this certainly simplifies us getting started with Vault. So you can see here that we have a listener defined for Vault. This defines a listen address, an address that Vault will respond to for requests, and a cluster address. And you can see here that TLS is disabled. So we're going to be connecting to Vault insecurely. But that's okay because it's development mode and we're experimenting. And you can see down here that we have a warning that, hey, dev mode is enabled. And you can see here in this mode, Vault is completely in memory and unsealed. So anything you do to Vault in dev mode is stored in memory. The minute you shut down Vault or kill the process, you lose everything. So why use it? Again, the main reason why you would use it in dev mode is that it's really simple to spin up. And ideally, if you're interfacing with Vault, you'd have everything stored in you'd have the configuration of Vault stored in a text file that you could just simply reload into Vault to reestablish your environment. And we'll talk about that later on. So again, going back to the configuration, you can see here that the storage type for Vault has been configured to in memory. Then if we scroll down a little bit, there is one more important step that we have to take. Actually, there's a couple steps, but the first thing I want to point out is this note here. The only step you need to take is to set the following environment variables. So when you use the Vault command line interface, which we're going to do in just a second, you need to set this environment variable. This environment variable, Vault adder, tells the Vault CLI where to find the Vault server. So in this case, it's the local loopback address 127.0.0.1. And the default port is 8200. By default, the Vault CLI is pre-authenticated to Vault running in dev mode. So you can see here that there's two pieces of information. These are very important. So what you want to do is you want to copy and paste these values to a text file. Okay, which I'm going to do right now. All right, let's just bring. Okay, so to explain, not to get ahead of myself here, but the unseal key is used to unseal the Vault. In a production environment, you're going to have multiple unseal keys that are required to unseal a Vault. But in dev mode, there's only one. And then the second piece of information, which is very important, is a root token. This root token is essentially, it's an authentication token. And you would authenticate against Vault using this token, and it would provide you basically root access to do whatever you want inside of Vault. The Vault CLI is automatically pre-authenticated with this root token when you're running in dev mode. So hold on to these values. These values will change when you restart Vault server in dev mode. And the rest of this is just logging information showing the Vault server starting up and the different modules that are starting. If you would like to learn more about using Hashicorp Vault to manage secrets, check out our online course linked in the description below this video. Thank you for watching.